Can you imagine marrying two ladies that absolutely hate each other? Eric Kenyatta is a 40-year-old Muslim businessman. His first wife is Mary, with whom he has two lovely children. His second wife is Shanice, whom he first met on a flight as she was a flight attendant. Unfortunately, Mary and Shanice don't get along. Mary, since the moment he brought her, has been upset with the presence of Shanice, feeling disrespected, feeling neglected, and not understanding why he even needed another woman. Unfortunately, Eric Kenyatta is known to be a ladies' man, and even though he has two wives, Sir is not satisfied. He often has additional companions for his entertainment. Unfortunately, the two women never got along, constantly shouting, fighting, quarreling. They always had an issue. Until one day, Mr. Kenyatta came to them and said, "Look, I've married the two of you. I am rich, I have money. You have nothing to complain about except for the presence of the other. So I am writing a will with the following two conditions. One, the both of you must get along. No fighting, no shouting, no screaming, no hurting each other. You must get along from this day forward. Secondly, if I am to pass away, it cannot be the cause of either or you or the both of you. You cannot collude together and end my life. Neither of you can end my life. If you do not follow either of these conditions, when I pass away, all of my money, my riches, my wealth will go to my side of the family. None of you two and none of the kids are gonna get my money. Those are the terms and conditions by which I live." Upset, but obviously still wanting to ensure that they stayed in the will, the two women agreed. Mary and Shanice decided that, they will not fight, they will not quarrel. They still didn't like each other, but no more physical altercations, no more shouting, no more yelling. For a time being, things went very well. Until one night, late at night, Shanice hears Mary screaming, shouting, and crying. She runs to her and Mary informs her that she just got a call. She's been informed that though they thought Eric Kenyatta was on a business trip, he was actually with a side piece. But not only that, come to find out, while on a business trip at his getaway house with a side piece, they were attacked by a robber. He was shot and unalive, and the house was burnt down. In that moment, both women are so shocked and concerned. They have no idea what to do, what is happening. As per customs, because he is a Muslim man, they were insistent to bury him that very same day. Unfortunately, the police came to them and said, "Look, that's not going to happen. We need to do some investigations because we really think something nefarious has happened." Eric Kenyatta's family came through. They came to pay their respects, but they all pointed their accusations towards Mary. They all felt that, she was unhappy with the presence of Shanice. She wanted the money for her and her kids. Honestly, his passing would solve all her problems. She would get the money. She wouldn't have to deal with Shanice anymore. She was clearly the culprit. Mary disagreed. She was fighting that this cannot be her. She was not part. She maintained the plan. She didn't do anything. And Shanice backed her. She said, "You know what? We are not the cause of this. Mary couldn't have done this because if not, she won't get anything from the will." But you see, the family members knew about the will and decided that if they were going to get the money, it had to be one of the women. As the days went on and the investigation continued, the police came to the house, decided to talk to both Shanice and Mary, and asked them a few questions, wondering what was going on in the family, what could have possibly happened. And both of them, denied all allegations, said they weren't part, they know nothing. The policeman says, "You know what? Unfortunately, we are deeming this situation to be not only an arson case in which the house was burnt down, but we consider this to be a murder for hire. So the both of you women are going to follow us to the police station and we have some questions for the both of you." So Mary and Shanice taken to the police station and are questioned for over 30 minutes individually. Finally, after countless questions and minutes of interrogation, the police enter Shanice's room and introduce to her a private investigator. The private investigator introduces himself and states that for a while, he's actually been working with the government to identify the dealings of Mr. Kenyatta. He was being accused of dealing with narcotics with the cartel all throughout Africa. Again, Shanice says she knows nothing of this. She's not among, she's not part. So why do they need her? The PI continues to say that he had gotten very close to Mr. Kenyatta during this time period. Surprisingly, one of his own side pieces had reached out to him stating that someone wanted Mr. Kenyatta unalived. Now, of course, the PI said he had a lot of questions. He asked this person that, what information can you give me? The person told him that, look, I can't give you details, but it's one of the wives. Unfortunately, they needed Mr. Kenyatta alive. So he came to Mr. Kenyatta and said, oh, look, this girl's just reached out to me. She said somebody wants to use me to end your life. We need to come up with a plan for that not to happen. And together they devised a plan in which they would fake Mr. Kenyatta's death, pretend it had occurred, and then find out which of his wives wanted his death. In that moment, the PI said, the person who came to me with all this information is called Stella. In walks Stella. Stella turns to Shanice and says, look, Shanice, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to go to prison for this. I confessed everything. Stella happens to be Shanice's cousin. Through the shock of it all, Shanice cried out, started crying, wanting to find a solution that, it wasn't really her. She did it. It didn't work. Shanice was officially convicted and sent to jail. Upon that announcement, Mr. Kenyatta was able to return to the land of the living. But that was not the end of it. Even though the PI's secret had been uncovered, he was able to submit valuable information to the government about Mr. Kenyatta's actual dealings with narcotics throughout the continent. Exactly a year later, Mr. Kenyatta was apprehended and convicted of all charges. He is currently facing life in prison. His initial will still remains, and upon his demise, considering the actions of Shanice, his extended family will receive all the money. Now, that's all we've got for you today. Don't forget to follow us across all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I'll catch you in the next one.